Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about the part 1 of our course, which is about algorithm and flowchart. This particular part of algorithm and flowchart explains to you before you write a program, we have to make a planning on the steps what we need in a program. We all know what is program. In a computer, program means it is a step-by-step instruction given to the computer in order to accomplish a task. But the problem is, before you write a program, you need to make a very clear planning for the program. Basically, when you are going to write a program, you need to answer these three questions. What are the inputs that I will have in this particular program? What are the outputs that I will have in the program? How the input is converted into output, by which process. Normally the input is called a data, the output is called an information. You all have seen the information processing cycle. The data is converted into information. The data is converted into information. So when the data is converted into information, it means that the data is actually processed to become information. So basically you should know before you write a program what are the inputs that you need to be, what is the input, what you are going to give to the computer. You know what is an output. Output means what you are going to get from the computer and how you can convert this input into output by means of a process. A process is generally a type of calculation that will be used in order to make the output appear on the screen. I hope this makes the things very clear for you about the basics of writing program. Now let us see the definition of algorithm. An algorithm is what? It is a step-by-step instruction. Because you see, if I want to solve a problem, the problem cannot be solved in one step. It is divided into many steps and finally we see that the problem is solved. So it is a step-by-step instruction to solve a problem, and it is not particular to any one programming language. It is independent of any programming language. That means you write an algorithm, the same algorithm can be used in any programming language. It is not going to be like an algorithm for Java, an algorithm for Visual Basic. It's not like that. It is independent of any programming language. An algorithm is also called a step-by-step solution to the problem written in simple language. See, an algorithm is written in the form of a simple language. It is also sometimes called pseudocode. It is also sometimes called pseudocode. Now let us look at this example here. Example 1. Now I want to go to a particular address by taking a taxi. So you can see, I want to go to somebody's place, but I want to take a taxi to go to a friend's place. Step 1. Go to the taxi stand. Taxi stand means go to the place where you will get a taxi. Get in, talk to the taxi driver and get into the taxi. And tell the taxi driver where you want to go. So the driver will definitely drive you and reach the address. You check for yourself whether you have reached the correct address or not. Then you go to the house after paying the money. So this is actually a step-by-step approach to reach somebody's house using a taxi. So it is not one-step process. If I want to go to somebody's house by taking a taxi, I have to follow certain steps. First, go to the taxi stand. Wait for the taxi. Get the taxi. After getting the taxi, just tell the person where you want to go. And after you tell the person where you want to go, he will drive. And after he drives, he reaches the destination. Check you have reached the place. Then you pay the money and go to the house. So this is actually a simple example of an algorithm. What you are seeing now is a typical simple example of an algorithm. Now the next one that you are going to discuss is about flowchart. I think this I will discuss in another part as another separate video, which will make it easy for you. So I hope this one is clear for you. See you in the next video lesson.